Finding the right keywords for Amazon ads is the difference between profitable campaigns and burning money. Most offers target the wrong keywords. They go either too broad or they chase high search volume and they waste hundreds on clicks that never convert. But here is what nobody tells you. The keywords with the highest search volume are usually the worst performers. Competition is insane, click costs are high, and your ad gets buried there. And the profitable keywords, they are hiding in plain sight. Lower search volume, lower competition, and higher conversion rates. And I'm going to show you exactly how to find these keywords. First, the manual method. This teaches you the fundamentals. Then I will show you how Publbee automates this process and cuts your research time from 4 hours to 20 minutes. So let's get into it. So we are working with our book, Dear Son, This Is My Life Story. It's part of a guided journal series that we started, and right now we need to find keywords to run Amazon ads campaigns. Not auto-targeting, not broad match guessing, specific validated keywords that we know will convert. Now, most people think keyword research is about quantity. Get a list of 100 keywords, throw them into a campaign and see what sticks. And that's the conventional approach. But here is the problem with that. Almost 90% of those keywords will bleed your budget dry. Some have zero demand, others are dominated by books with 5,000 or more reviews. You are fighting authority figures with $1 million marketing budget, and you can't win there. The better approach, validation before spending. We're going to find keywords that pass 4 specific criteria: relevance, demand, competition level, and search volume. Only keywords that pass all 4 make it into our campaigns. You would ask yourself, why should you trust this process? Because we tried it on hundreds of book launches. We burned through thousands in ad spend figuring out what works, and this framework is the result of that trial and error. Here's how this video breaks down. First, we will walk you through the manual method step by step. Then we will cover proper setup, harvesting techniques, and validation criteria. This takes about, I would say, 20 minutes per keyword batch, but it teaches you the fundamentals. Then I will show you the Publbee tools. Same validation process, but automated. What took 20 minutes manually now takes 2 minutes. And by the end, you will have 30 to 50 validated keywords ready for your first campaign. All right, let's start with the setup first. Before we find a single keyword, we need to set up correctly. Most people skip this, therefore their data is completely wrong. Step 1 is the incognito mode. Amazon personalizes search results based on your browsing history. If you have been searching for, let's say, mystery thrillers all week, Amazon thinks you want more mystery thrillers. But your actual customers, they are seeing completely different results. So open a private window on Chrome users. You can click Ctrl-Shift-N on Windows and Command-Shift-N on Mac. Firefox uses the same shortcuts. This gives you a clean slate, no history, no personalization. You are seeing what real customers see. You can also click on the 3 dots on the top right and click on New Incognito Mode. I am already in it. So step 2 is set your location. If you're selling on Amazon.com, but you are browsing from, let's say, Austria or Germany or the UK, Amazon limits what you can see. Book availability changes, rankings shift, you are not getting accurate data. So fix this. First, we go to Amazon.com, and then if you go on top left here, you will see deliver to with a location. Click it, enter a US zip code. I use 10001. That's New York City. It's a major market, neutral enough to show representative results, and it unlocks the full catalog. So click on continue. Now you are seeing what US customers also see. Step 3 is installing the Publbee Chrome extension. This is our free Chrome extension, and to get it, you have to go to the Chrome Web Store and search for Publbee. I already installed it. What you will get with that is this shows you critical data directly in Amazon's search results. First, you will see at the top the average book data for your keyword. This tells you immediately if people are actually searching for this term or not. Then for each book here in the results, you will see estimated daily sales and daily royalties. No more guessing which books are selling. Normally, you would have to click into each book individually and reverse engineer the numbers from reviews and rank. This extension saves you hours. And the extension is, as I said, completely for free. The only limitation is if you want to see historical data like BSR history or price history for a specific book, that's capped at 5 per month on the free plan. Right now, I don't have a plan, so therefore I can't see it. But for keyword research, you don't need that actually. The real-time data here is what matters most in our keyword research. Okay, setup is with that complete. Now we can start harvesting keywords. First technique is the alphabet method. We start with a seed keyword for our dear son, this is my life story. Our seed keywords could be things like mom journal, mother's son gift, life story book, memory journal, or I don't know, family keepsake, for example. Let's use mom journal and we go and type in mom journal. Make sure that we select the books categories. This is very crucial. Then again, type in to the search bar, but don't hit enter yet. Just type it in and stop. Amazon's autocomplete kicks now in and you see here suggestions. First of all, mom journal, second mom story journal, mom tell me your story journal, and so on. These are real searches that real customers are typing in. Now add letter A. New suggestions appear here about her life. Then enter B after A. Now more suggestions are appearing again. Mom journal, Bible, mom journal with prompts, and so on. Then go through the entire alphabet, A through Z, and every suggestion goes onto your list. Second technique is the rabbit hole method. Most people hit the bestseller list and stop, and that's a big mistake. The best keywords are hiding deeper in subcategories, in the customers who bought this also bought carousels. And here is how you dig in. Go to Amazon again. You can navigate here to bestsellers and then navigate into the relevant category for our book. That might be parenting, relationships, and then you can go deeper into family activities or self-help. So let's go to books. Then you have to go deeper in here, parenting, relationships, and then you can go even deeper here. Now, click on a book in that category. Let's say we click on this one here, Grandmother's Story. And now scroll down and find the carousel that says customers who bought this item also bought. And look at the titles in that carousel. Mom's Story, Memory and Keepsake Journal, Dad's Story, Grandma, Tell Me Your Story, Aunt's Story, and so on. These titles are your keywords. Amazon is literally showing you what customers buy together. That means they are searching for similar terms. And click on one of these books, scroll to its carousel and repeat that process. Do this 5 or 6 times and you will notice patterns. Certain phrases keep appearing. For example, letters to my son, keepsake book, memory journal, guided journal for moms. And write all of these down. Book titles are often the exact keywords customers are searching for. Third technique is the brain dump and synonyms. Customers don't really search academically, they search out of emotion or problem focus. So brainstorm synonyms like for life story, think of my story, memoirs, biography. Then for journals, think of like book, diary, keepsake. And for mother, son, think of like mom and son or mother to son, for example. And now combine them. For our book, it would be something like mom life story book or mother son memory book and so on. And keep going until you have 20 or 30 variation. And you can use AI here as well. And it will give you also many examples and many suggestions. Okay, now let's see the summary. At this point, your spreadsheet should have 70 to 100 keywords, maybe more, and that's perfect. And as you see, I have also collected all the keywords that I could use. Now comes the critical part. Not all of these keywords are good for ads. Some are too competitive, some have zero demand, and some won't even convert. And we need to validate, and that's where most people fail. From 100 keywords, only 10 to 20 will survive validation. We're checking 4 criteria. For each keyword, relevance, demand, competition, and search volume. And let's see the criteria number 1, the relevance. Type your keyword into Amazon and then hit enter, look at the first 10 books on page 1. Ask yourself, does my book belong here? Example, let's try Mom Journal Aesthetics here. I typed it in. Page 1 shows art journals, bullet journals, aesthetic planners, lots of design-focused artistic content. Does Dear Son, This Is My Life Story fit in here? No, not really. It's not an art journal and relevance test failed for this keyword. So I would go in here and mark it with a no and then move on to the next keyword. I use a Google Docs here, but it would be even better if you would use an Excel sheet. Okay, now let's try life story book for son. Let's hit enter. Page 1 shows guided journals for mothers and memory books for sons, keepsake books, and so on, as you see. So this keyword would pass the relevance test. And then you would go to your Google Docs or Excel sheet and mark it as yes, and then keep going to the next keyword. The rule is very simple here. If 7 out of 10 books on page 1 go into the same direction as your book, it's relevant. Otherwise, discard it. Okay, criteria number 2 is demand. Now we check if people are actually buying these books. We look for what I call winning books. And a winning book has 2 characteristics. The first one is the consistent sales showing in the Publbee extension and reviews under 150. Why these numbers? The Publbee extension shows you estimated daily sales and daily royalties for each book. If you are seeing consistent sales data, that's proof of demand and the book is moving units regularly. And reviews under 150 is the key. If a book is selling, for example, well without tons of reviews, it's selling because of the keyword or the topic, not because it's an old established brand with 5,000 reviews. And that's where we are hunting for. So type in, for example, mother, son, keepsake book, or take a keyword from your list, then hit enter, and then look at page 1. The Publbee extension shows estimated sales and royalties right here in the results. This tells us which books are actually moving units. So for book 1, estimated sales showing consistent daily sales and also royalties. That would be 93 and daily sales would be 33. And also the BSR, as you see, is 1494. I would say that's a winning book. So therefore I would give it a check. So book 2, we see it has only 2 sales per day and $13 royalty per day. It's good, but with 2 sales a day, I would say it's right in the middle. So therefore, I would give it a check, but let's say a half check. So therefore, I would move to the next book. And then I see the next book is actually making double the sales. That would be also a check. And the next one, 16 sales, is very good. Also a check. The 5th one is actually low sales volume. You see, it has 171,000 BSR. So therefore, this book is not making any sales. You would mark it here as not passed for this book. If you're finished, count the winning books. And if you find 3 or more on page 1, the keyword has good demand. And then you can go to your Google Docs or Excel sheet and mark it in your spreadsheet. 1 or 2 winning books would be medium demand, and this might also work. But 0 winning books is no demand, so therefore discard the keyword and move on to the next one. You know that feeling? Sitting alone at your laptop and wondering, am I doing this right? Every other author seems to know the secret, except you. But that's not true. We are all fighting the same battle. That's why we built Publbee, not as just another tool, as your all-in-one command center. Keyword research, niche scout, sales insight, cover generator, and many more tools. Everything you need to understand what's working. So no more jumping between 10 different subscriptions. And a community of authors who get it. So you're not alone. Join us. Link is in the description. Okay, criterion number 3 is competition. And this has 2 parts, dead books and authority figures. That means dead books are warning signs. These are books with lots of reviews, but the Publbee extension shows little to no sales. Like 30 plus reviews, but barely any movement in the sales estimates. And what does that mean is it means customers search for this keyword, clicked on these books maybe, but didn't buy it. High click-through, but low conversion. That's a money pit. And your ads would get clicks, but no sales. And count the dead books on each page. 0 to 2 is, I would say, is okay, but 3 to 5, I would be cautious there. And everything above 6 or more, discard the keyword. And authority figures are even worse. These are books in the top 5 with over 1,000 reviews. When 3 or more top 5 books have over 1,000 reviews, they dominate the search, and customers click almost exclusively on them, and your ads would get buried there. And even if you get clicks, the cost per click is very high because you are competing with established brands. Examples would be memoirs. Let's go to a memoir. And as you see, some books have many thousand reviews here, 220,000, 87,000, 6,000, 3,000. And if you think about it, that's a bloodbath. Unless you have a huge budget, avoid keywords like these. And criterion number 4 is the search results. Type the keyword you want to search. For example, let's take this one, type it in. And on the top left here, you will see the total results that are ranked for this keyword. And that number matters. Under 1,000 results here, it's very niche and it would be great for ads. 1,000 to 3,000 would be ideal sweet spot, and 3,000 to 10,000, it's, I would say, medium. Check competition carefully there. Everything over 10,000, it's too broad and needs refinement. For this keyword, for example, 50,000 is too much in my opinion. So therefore, I wouldn't select this keyword and I would niche it down. Okay, let's see the final decision. A keyword must pass all 4 criteria: relevant, good demand, low competition, and reasonable search volume. If it fails only one, it's out. And let me show you the final list here. I started with 100 keywords, and after validation, I have only 10 solid keywords left. And these are ready for ads. Manually, this process took me about 1 hour for only these 10 keywords. Now imagine doing this for 50 or 100 keywords. That's hours of work. And this is exactly why we built Publbee. All right, manual method works. But as I mentioned, it's very slow. And Publbee does the same validation automatically. What took me 1 hour now takes me 5 minutes. Let me show you how. So we go to the Publbee keyword research tool here. Log into Publbee first, go to tools, then keyword research here, and enter your seed keyword. Let us use first the mom life story. Then hit search and wait about 10 to 20 seconds. And Publbee analyzes Amazon in real time and finds the top 10 books and calculates all the metrics we just did manually. And here is what you see. First, the keywords we found, then the search volume, the average sales per day, the average reviews, average price, title density, and then the opportunity score and the difficulty level. And I'll explain these two in a bit. And lastly, the competitors and the format distributions. Let's break down the important ones real quick. The first one is the search volume. If you click on load keyword data here, and this shows monthly searches on Amazon. Anything over 5,000 is decent for Amazon because the intent is high here. And these are people ready to buy. And for this keyword, 15,000 is a good sign. Then we have the average daily sales. This is very obvious, average sales that a book is doing. And then we have the average reviews, 2,315. And that's very high. And that tells us there are some established books in here. But we check the next column first. After average price and title density, these are also obvious. We have the opportunity score. And the opportunity score, this is Publbee's own metric. It combines search volume, competition, and profit into a simple 0 to 100 score. This keyword, for example, has 37. That's medium opportunity. Over 80 is high, then this would be green. Under 40 is low, therefore it's red. And everything around 40 and 80 is orange. You should avoid anything under 40 or 50. So this is a no sign. Then we have the difficulty level. We have easy, medium, or hard. This tells you how difficult it is to rank organically. For ads, we prefer easy or medium. And the best thing is you can use these two to check, okay, is this keyword good or not? You don't need to see all other metrics here. You can only check these two and determine if this keyword is good or not. Lastly, we have the competitors. This is very obvious, the total competitors that we saw on Amazon, and the format distribution. You can check it out, how many books have paperbacks, ebook versions, or audio books. For this book, you see 10 books have paperbacks, 0 have Kindle, and 0 audiobooks. This keyword is dominated by print books, that would tell us. And if you're selling print, that's perfect. And if you're selling Kindle only, this keyword might not convert. Now let's compare multiple keywords. Let's go to the top and type in mother, son, memory, book. Click enter. Then we come down here. We will load some keyword data. And here you can search as many keywords as you want. If you check the opportunity score and the difficulty level, if both are green, that's perfect. But if both are red in this case, then this keyword is not for you. It's very hard to compete and the opportunity score here is not there. These, you see 53 is orange. That would mean, okay, opportunity score is medium, but the difficulty level is hard. So therefore I wouldn't check this one. I would go and search for every book here or the ones that interests me. If I found one that is both green, the opportunity score and the difficulty level, then I would select it. Okay, after spending 5 minutes with the keyword research tool, I found 2 keywords that are actually pretty good. The first one is this one, sentimental stepmom gift from son. And here you see the opportunity score is green, and that's actually pretty good. And the difficulty level is medium. That easy would be better, but in this case, the opportunity score is there. So we say medium is acceptable. So I would click to copy and then go to my Google Docs and add this one as well. So, and as you see, before that, we spent a lot of time to find our broad keywords and then spend a lot of time to validate these keywords. But here you only type in your keyword, click on load keyword data, and then you can see if this keyword is good or not. And you can validate it in 1 minute. And so I would go through all the keywords that I want to use and see, okay, is this good or not? And in this case, this one is also good. You can also select this one. You see here, both are pretty similar, so you could combine them as well. And this is up to you. You can use this keyword to find very, very profitable keywords. It takes you a couple of minutes to validate. So therefore, it's pretty powerful. The next tool we will use is the Publbee reverse keyword tool, and this is the secret weapon. You find a competitor who is ranking well and you reverse engineer their keywords. So therefore, go to Amazon, find a top ranked competing book, let's say a mother son guided journal, hit enter. Let's take the first one, copy the ASIN. As you see here, the extension is very helpful. You can copy the ASIN here. Then go to our tool and go to reverse keyword. Enter the ASIN you copied and then click search. Wait a little bit here. It can take up to 1 minute. We analyze the keywords that they use and then give you all the results we found. And boom, you now see every keyword this competitor ranks for. It can be 30, it can be 50, 100, sometimes even thousands of keywords. In this case, we found 314 keywords that this book has ranked for. And the best part is, you know, these keywords convert because your competitor is already ranking and selling with it. Okay, finally, let's do a comparison here. The manual versus the Publbee alternative. What should you use? And the manual version, as I said, is very crucial. You should learn how to validate keywords and also how to find good keywords. But that does not mean that you cannot use any tool for it as well. So first, I would recommend you try to learn it yourself, learn the fundamentals so you have a good knowledge. And then if you finished and you learned something, then you can move on to tools like Publbee. And you see there with the manual version, you would spend hours and hours to find good keywords. And also it's I would say it's hard to validate good keywords, and not everyone can do that. And therefore, I would recommend you to use tools like Publbee. We have a lot of tools that can help you and that can save you a lot of times. If you do a comparison with the manual version, it took me around 3 to 4 hours to collect a couple of hundred keywords and validate each one. Then I had only 10 to 20 left, as you see. With the Publbee version, I spent only 30 minutes and found out 30 to 50 keywords. Each one was validated. So therefore, choose very wisely here. If you're a beginner and you don't make any money with KDP, then I would recommend you learn the basics. And after you have gained a good knowledge and you are doing sales, then you can switch to Publbee, as I said. All right, that's it, guys. If you want to skip the manual process and go straight to automation, head to Publbee. We built these tools specifically for book authors like you. Keyword research, reverse keyword, campaign builders, all in one place. We also have many other useful tools like our free-to-use review exchange platform, where you can get your first 20 to 30 reviews easily without breaking the Amazon rules. The link is in the description. And speaking of community, we have a Discord server where book authors share strategies, tips, and tricks. It's completely free to join, whether you are just starting with Amazon ads or you are scaling to 5 figures a month. There are people in there who have been exactly where you are. Jump in, ask questions, share your wins. Link to the Discord is also in the description. And in the next video, we take those found keywords and build our first Amazon ads campaign. Manual targeting, exact match, we will set bids, budgets, and we will also launch our first Amazon ads campaign. Until then, start building your keyword list. You now have the exact framework. See you in the next one.